Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Simply Jewish Parenting. This is our third episode. Today, we're tackling something every parent struggles with, how to say no to our kids without crushing their spirits or starting a huge fight. Let me paint a picture for you. This will definitely sound familiar. Your child comes home and says, Mom, I need those new sneakers. Everyone in my class has them. Why do I always have to be the odd one out? You never get me anything I want. So what's your first instinct? If you're like most parents, you feel a surge of frustration, possibly anger. You might be tempted to say something like, you're kidding me. You just got new sneakers 2 months ago. You're so ungrateful. We're not made of money. You shouldn't want things just because your friends have them. I get it. That response comes from a good place. You're trying to teach values. But here's the problem. Your child just stopped listening. Here's what we need to understand. Our job as parents is to help children learn to delay gratification and develop self-control. It's really important for their development. In modern times, when every billboard, commercial, and social media ad tells us what we are missing, this is harder than ever. But get this, it's not just hard for kids. Hello, it's hard for us as adults, and we have fully developed brains. Our kids are dealing with the same messages, but with underdeveloped impulse control. And that's the real reason behind their behavior. They literally don't have the brain development yet to easily resist these messages. When we understand this, everything changes. Well, I hope everything changes. It's still hard. But instead of seeing our children as ungrateful or materialistic, we could see them as developing humans who are experiencing something genuinely difficult, wanting something they can't have. So here's a strategy. Validate first, set the boundary second. All right, we'll go back to the sneakers. Here's what you say instead. You sound really upset. You love those sneakers. I could see that lots of your friends have them, and that can hurt when you feel left out. That's not in our budget right now. So I learned that from Yal Trush in Jewish Money Matters, to say that it's not in our budget, not we can't afford them. All right. So now you showed you understand why they want the sneakers, not just they're following their trends, but they want to feel like they belong. You let them know you care about how they feel, and then you held your boundary. Now here's the magic. When children feel heard and understood, they can accept no more gracefully. Not perfectly. They will still be disappointed, but the tantrum is much less likely. And this isn't about being permissive. You're still saying no. You're still teaching them that wanting something doesn't mean you're getting it, but you're doing it in a way that maintains connection and actually helps your child develop emotional intelligence. All right, let's get another example. Your daughter wants to quit piano lessons that she begged to take just 3 months ago. Instead of saying absolutely not, you made a commitment with it, you always want to quit when things get hard. Try this. Piano has gotten really frustrating lately, right? Validate their feelings. Learning new pieces is tough and you're not enjoying it like you thought you would. I hear you. We made a commitment through the end of the semester, so we're going to finish that. Then we could talk about whether to continue. You validated our struggle, you showed you understood, and you still held the boundary about commitment. All right, let's do one more. Your son wants to stay up late on a school night to finish a video instead of saying, no way, you know the rules, bedtime is bedtime. You want to try. I could see you really want to know what happens next. Cliffhangers are so frustrating. It's a school night, so we need to stick with bedtime. You can watch more tomorrow. All right. Here's your action step. This week, practice the formula. Validate the feeling, then set the boundary. It definitely will feel awkward at first, but you might need to pause and think before responding instead of reacting automatically. But that's okay. You're building new neural pathways too. All right, here's the Jewish perspective on this. Our tradition teaches us to give rebuke with love. When we correct our children, while we while showing we care about their feelings, we're following this ancient wisdom. Remember, saying no with compassion isn't weak parenting. It's actually the strongest kinds of parenting there is. You're teaching self-control while maintaining connection, and that connection is what allows all your other teaching to land. I'm telling you, it works. In our next episode, we are going to be talking about Jewish holidays, how about making Jewish holidays meaningful. And I'm going to share practical strategies that you could implement right away. Thanks for listening to Simply Jewish Parenting.